Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're about to lasso us some fun, Texas style. That's right, we're fixing to explore the top 10 things you gotta do in the Lone Star State. From city slickin' to nature lovin', we've got a little something something for everybody. Before we hit the road, make sure you're buckled in by hitting that subscribe button and turning on those notifications. First stop, Austin. Now you might have heard folks calling Austin weird, and let me tell you, they ain't wrong. But trust me, weird in Austin is a good thing. Austin's got this electric energy, y'all. Live music spills out of every doorway, and the food scene? From food trucks slinging gourmet tacos to barbecue joints smoking up ribs that'll make you want to slap your mama, but please don't. Your taste buds are in for a wild ride. And don't even think about forgetting your dancing boots. Austin is known for its live music scene. Head down to 6th Street. That's where the party's at. Just be prepared for a whole lot of good times and maybe a little bit of two-stepping. But Austin ain't all about the hustle and bustle. Take a dip in Barton Springs Pool, a natural spring-fed pool that stays a cool 68 degrees year-round. Or rent a kayak and paddle around Lady Bird Lake. It's like being in the heart of the city, but with a side of nature and tranquility. And if you're feeling artsy, check out the murals on Graffiti Park. It's a constantly evolving outdoor art gallery, and it's totally Instagram-worthy, y'all. Next up, we're moseying on down to San Antonio, a city steeped in history and bursting with charm. And no trip to San Antonio would be complete without paying your respects at the Alamo. The Alamo ain't just some dusty old building. It's a symbol of Texan courage and independence. Back in 1836, a small group of Texan soldiers held out against a much larger Mexican army for 13 long days. They fought bravely, but in the end, they gave their lives for Texas freedom. When you walk through the Alamo, you can practically feel the history coming alive. But San Antonio ain't stuck in the past. No, sir. After you've soaked up all that history, take a stroll along the River Walk. Picture this: cobblestone paths, winding alongside a gently flowing river, all shaded by lush trees strung with twinkling lights. You can hop on a riverboat tour, dine al fresco at one of the many restaurants, or just people watch to your heart's content. San Antonio's got something for everyone, y'all. Hold your horses, folks. We're hitching our wagon to Dallas, a city that's more than just 10-gallon hats and cowboy boots. Though I wouldn't say no to a good pair of boots myself, Dallas is a city that's got it going on. We're talking world-class shopping, dining that'll make your mouth water, and enough art and culture to satisfy even the pickiest city slicker. If you're an art lover, then the Dallas Arts District is your jam. It's the largest contiguous urban arts district in the entire United States, y'all. We're talking museums, theaters, opera houses, and enough sculptures to make Michelangelo jealous. And speaking of art, don't miss the 6th floor museum at Dealey Plaza. It's dedicated to the life, death, and legacy of President John F. Kennedy. But Dallas ain't all serious, honey. For a rootin' tootin' good time, head on over to the Fort Worth Stockyards. Just watch out for those tumbleweeds. And if you're a sports fan, you gotta catch a Dallas Cowboys game. Next stop, Houston, a city that's out of this world. Literally. We're talking about the Houston Space Center, folks. Get ready to blast off on an adventure that's sure to be out of this world. At Space Center Houston, you can walk through a replica space shuttle, touch a real moon rock, and even meet an astronaut. How cool is that? But Houston ain't just about space, y'all. It's also got a vibrant museum district with something for everyone. Check out the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, home to over 64,000 works of art from around the globe. Or wander through the Houston Museum of Natural Science, where you can come face to face with dinosaurs, explore the wonders of the rainforest, and even learn about ancient Egypt. And if you're looking for a little retail therapy, Houston's got you covered. The Galleria is a shopper's paradise, with over 400 stores and restaurants. But one thing you can't miss in Houston is the food. All right, folks, it's time to trade in our cowboy boots for flip-flops and head to the coast. South Padre Island is calling our name, and you know what that means? Sun, sand, and a whole lot of fun. Now, South Padre Island is known for its beautiful beaches, and let me tell you, they don't disappoint. We're talking miles of pristine white sand and crystal clear blue water. But don't think for a second that South Padre Island is just a sleepy beach town. Oh no, honey, this place knows how to party. During spring break, South Padre Island transforms into a giant beach bash, with live music, beach parties, and enough fun to last all year long. But even if you're not a spring breaker, there's still plenty to keep you entertained on South Padre Island. You can go dolphin watching, try your hand at parasailing, or even go horseback riding on the beach. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even try kiteboarding. And when the sun starts to set, head on over to one of South Padre Island's many bars and restaurants. All right, folks, we're trading in our swimsuits for hiking boots and heading inland to Big Bend National Park. Now, if you're looking for a little peace and quiet, a little escape from the hustle and bustle, then Big Bend is the place for you. Big Bend is about as different from the city as you can get. We're talking rugged mountains, vast deserts, and star-filled skies that'll take your breath away. It's the kind of place where you can truly disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature. And trust me, there's plenty of nature to connect with. Big Bend is home to over 1,200 species of plants, over 450 species of birds, and over 75 species of mammals. You might even spot a black bear or a mountain lion if you're lucky. But don't worry, you don't have to be a seasoned hiker to enjoy Big Bend. There are plenty of easy trails that offer breathtaking views. And when the sun starts to set, don't forget to look up. Hold your horses, folks, because we're heading to Fort Worth, the city where the West is still wild, and nothing says Texas quite like a good old-fashioned rodeo. Now, I'm talking about the Fort Worth Stockyards Championship Rodeo, y'all. It's the world's only year-round rodeo, and let me tell you, it's a sight to behold. We're talking bull riding, barrel racing, calf roping, and all the cowboy action you can handle. But the rodeo ain't just about the competition, honey. It's about celebrating the cowboy way of life, a tradition that's as Texan as it gets. You'll see folks dressed in their finest Western wear, hear live country music, and maybe even learn a thing or two about horses and cattle. The Fort Worth Stockyards is like stepping back in time to the Wild West. Just watch out for those tumbleweeds. Well, folks, we're back in Austin, but this time, we're taking a trip back in time to the Texas state capitol. Now, I know what you're thinking. A government building? How exciting can it be? But trust me on this one, y'all. The Texas state capitol ain't your average government building. It's a beautiful pink granite structure that's as grand as Texas itself. And the best part? It's free to visit. You can wander through the halls of power, admire the intricate architecture, and even peek into the Senate and House chambers where Texas laws are made. You might even run into a politician or two. Just don't ask me to explain what they do. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. But the real magic happens on a guided tour. You'll learn all about the history of the Capitol, from its construction in 1888 to its present-day role as the seat of Texas government. All right, folks, all this traveling has made me hungry. And when you're in Texas, there's only one thing that'll satisfy your appetite. Texas BBQ. Now I'm talking about the kind of barbecue that'll make your mouth water just thinking about it. We're talking slow-smoked brisket, tender ribs, juicy sausage, and all the fixins. In Texas, barbecue is more than just a meal. It's a way of life. Folks take their barbecue very seriously here, and they'll debate for hours about which joint has the best brisket or the tangiest sauce, but you know what? It's all good. One thing's for sure, though, you can't go wrong with a classic Texas barbecue plate. Just follow your nose, y'all, and get ready for a barbecue experience you'll never forget. Well, folks, it looks like we've reached the end of our Texas adventure. I hate to see you go, but I'm sure you've got a plane to catch or a road to hit. But before you mosey on out of here, I just want to say thank you for joining me on this journey through the Lone Star State. Until then, y'all take care and keep it weird. Thanks for tagging along on our Texas escapade. I had a rootin' tootin' time showing you around my favorite spots. If you enjoyed this little rodeo through the Lone Star State, give this video a great big old Texas-sized thumbs up. And don't forget to lasso yourselves a subscription and wrangle that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures. We've got a whole heap of fun planned, y'all. Until next time, happy trails.